everyone, and welcome to Radio FJSM, La Voix des Jeunes. Today we have an exciting new series with me, Youveline, as your host. So the concept for this is basically going to be me interviewing a different guest every week, with the goal being for us to get to know more about what goes on in the Saint-Michel community and to get to learn more about the people who are very involved in working behind the scenes. So for this week, my guest is the very charismatic, extremely talented Giulio Mazzella. Welcome to the show, Giulio,
wow.
And thank you so much for agreeing to be my first guest.
Thank you.
So for those who don't know Giulio, he is a teacher, a beatboxer. He speaks multiple languages. He's lived in China for, how long did you live in China?
I'd say a total of 2 years.
Oh, wow. The first question I'd like to ask you is, how have you been coping with all the changes going on due to quarantine and coronavirus?
That's a very good question. Honestly, I could not afford myself to stay home. All right.
Oh, I feel you.
I had to go out because I know, like, I would have had psychological disorders developing if I would have stayed home and not moving at all and just watching TV. I cannot do that. It's just like I would have died first, because of the being home before I die of any COVID-19 infection. You know what I'm saying?
And I've actually been surrounding myself with a lot of work.
Okay,
and you've also been doing that. You've been doing a lot of volunteering with different food banks to help those in need, and you've been grocery shopping to relieve elders who are more at risk because of the task. And how do you do that and respect the social distancing guidelines at the same time?
That's a very good question, and honestly, I just make sure that I keep the 2 meters distance as much as I can. It's not possible to constantly keep the 2 meters distance, but I try the best I can, and I know we're not invincible. I might make a mistake, but I try to follow all the recommendations from the government. Wear your mask as much as you can when you go outside, when you go in the grocery stores. If you get into in a Maison pour personnes âgées, make sure you wear your gloves. Make sure, just like the basics, fundamentals in the actual situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So, and have you met anyone while volunteering who've had a special impact on you?
I would mention one person in particular. That would be Martine Hilaire.
Hi, Martine.
Yeah, you know her, right?
No.
No, you don't know? Oh, Martine, yeah, she's really nice. I know her for already 5 years, but I never thought that she was working with the old people in the résidence pour personnes âgées, and I met her there just by coincidence, because I just got there to give some food to some people there, and then we started to speak and to discuss about the whole situation, and she shared a lot about how old people live this situation, and she made me understand more deeply how serious is the whole situation for those that are alone, that have nobody to be visited by. It's just they're alone. So I thank her for letting me understanding more the whole situation for this group of people.
Yeah, thank you, Martine, and thank you also to all the workers at the CHSLD who have been risking a lot recently.
Yeah, and exactly. I would like to give a special mention of honor to all how you call them, les préposés aux bénéficiaires.
Yeah.
Qui sont payés vraiment des salaires ridicules pour.
And I don't think they have not been given raises actually.
Exactly. I don't know. They spoke about raising salaries for doctors and everything, but it's not only about raising salaries from those that are at the top. It's also about thinking about those who are risking their lives, and they're there, they go to work.
Yeah, and the grocery workers, the people working at grocery stores, and the deliverymen. I can't talk.
Now, for at least for once in the history of the earth, we're gonna be thankful to those that are under qui sont sous-estimés, underrated, underestimated by the society just because they don't have like more than $20 per hour. Like they're working hard. Thanks to them, honestly.
Exactly. Thank you so much. So we're gonna take a small break and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Radio FJSM, where we are currently interviewing Mr. Giulio Mazzella. Let's get back into it. What advice would you give to those graduating high school or even college?
Wow. I'd say don't bother about the prom and stuff like that, because this is going to be able to take place later on this year, September, October, whatever, and just focus on this new beginning. Enjoy it as much as you can.
Thank you everyone for listening. This was Youveline and Giulio and as on Radio FJSM. I'll see you guys next week. In the meantime, stay safe and wash your hands. Say bye.